Welcome back, everyone, to the Sports Gambling Podcast Live. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. Kramer, what's happening?
I think later on during the tail of the tape, we're going to be discussing quick loads and all sorts of mobile experiences.
Great load times.
Yes.
Very, very good mobile experience. Joining us in studio, the laddie daddy himself, Mr. C.J. Sullivan.
Great to be here. Just seeing myself on the monitor there. I'm looking for a good angle of me, so I keep swiveling. I can't find one. So if the producer can just put it on the Lakers game on every one of those monitors, I'd rather watch myself losing my bet. Too many of those complimentary biscottis there.
Yes.
Kramer taught me the trick as you're putting them in your bag, and they give you the side eye. You give, my kids love these. I have no kids, but my kids love these.
It's a great line. It's a great line, because then you don't seem like a guy who just is rating the free snacks. You're a great father.
It's the greatest move anytime there's free anything. Oh, my kids would love some of these. No one questions it, and you can just take unlimited cookies.
My kids love drink tickets. If I could just have a couple more. CJ, you're out here enjoying playoff football. You also brought an amazing ladder. It traveled all the way from Los Angeles to here in Las Vegas. People love the ladders. They love the ladder segment. So fire when ready. What do you like?
Fired up. I brought the clipboard. Got through customs here at Burbank.
If you've been following, CJ once had a clipboard seized by TSA.
In March Madness.
They said it could be used as a weapon March Madness.
It was too sharp. Not the angles on it, but the plays written on it were too sharp, is what TSA told me. And I did bring some ladders, because you boys always do the ladder segment after mine, and I love it. And then, but you keep talking about waiting for an actual ladder to come in.
Yep.
So I thought I'd bring some help, fly it out here to Los Angeles. We're going to do our first ladder. Same game, we're going to two ladders for you.
Got it.
We're going to start off with the best game of the weekend, the Buffalo-Kansas City game. And you have the sound button for this. Khalil Shakir, hit the Shakir.
Oh, here we go.
His total is 31.5 yards. Let me get the left.
Love Shakir in this matchup.
Who doesn't love Shakir?
He almost got in the multi-touchdown, but yeah, Shakir.
Right. Gabe Davis on IR. Stephon Diggs, he just ain't it.
They just have a weird chemistry now.
It's not happening. So what is a perfect ladder combination where he's almost getting receiver number one numbers at receiver 3 prices.
Yes, that's what you're looking for.
That's exactly what you're looking for with a ladder. We're looking at 31.5 as a starting point. I brought this bag. This had to be protected as I went down Fremont Street traveling this thing down.
It's got a raincoat on it.
Yeah, the people with doing the zip line, you never know what they've consumed.
There's a zip line. They gave me some eyeballs. Now, it was fine. No one gave me a side eye, but you know what I mean? There's a lot of damage you got to maneuver around.
They're probably going to, someone's going to probably throw you a couple dollars. Like, right. He's doing his ladder skit. You get one of those performer areas.
Yeah.
We should rent one of those out for CJ. And he just, like a carnival barker, gives out NFL player prop ladders.
Oh.
So Gabe Davis is 31.5 is his prop word set. That's where you're starting off, and that's where you're getting your easy brace. Sometimes I like to load up on that early low, just so you can, just so it's not wobbly.
So sorry, Shakir. What's the first level?
We haven't hopped up yet, but we're 31.5.
31.5.
Now last week you kind of throw out that game versus Pittsburgh, the extreme weather.
Weird.
The Miami game, he had 6 catches for 105 yards.
Woo. The
week Gabe Davis went out. He had with 2 catches and got hurt. Before that, he still had 4 for 39 versus New England, 3 for 45 versus Chargers. But once Gabe Davis went, he went 6 for 105. So that's what we're looking for, obviously. Now, the first rung we're hopping up to 71.5 yards. I believe I have, let's see here.
Ooh, yeah. 501?
No, that's right down here. We're going to 381.
Okay.
Now you notice one of them might be a 0, one might be an O as a letter. We ran out of a lot of things a lot of them didn't make the travel as we hit through the airport or just to do Fremont Street. Next thing we're going to hop up to 81.5. It's 82 yards plus 501.
Oh.
Now this is an exclamation point missing a dot. Of course, it's an I.
See, I didn't even notice that.
So I'm a fine ladder eye, which I have.
This is like a ransom ladder.
And if you notice, I brought a new colorful because I found a different Petco.
It does kind of, the whole setup reads like Price is Right on acid. Like just weird creatures, the numbers all over the place. But 501, I like where we're at.
Yep, and now we're going up to 92 yards right here, and that is, if we look at 721. That's 721 for Shakir just to hit 92 yards.
Very doable.
Absolutely doable. And now if we want to hop on the perch, this is where we're bird on the wire, Goldie Hawn, Mel Gibson style, before he was openly racist. 102 yards. Look at this. Oh, we're missing the 1-0. But it's plus, I'll put it right here. Plus 1050. That is 10.5 to 1 for Khalil Shakir just to get 101 yards.
All right.
In the game of the weekend.
Very doable. He has a couple 100-yard games in his career, including two this year.
Weeks ago, when Gabe Davis went out.
Yes.
And like you said, Diggs is just not it.
Love it. Shakir, all the way up on the wire. That's a pretty big ladder, but I know you,
It's a beautiful ladder, beautiful color. It's an exotic bird ladder.
I know
that was for my Petco people.
I know you, CJ. You're a showman. You don't start big. You close big.
You do close big.
I have a feeling you got another ladder behind you.
I wasn't coming to Vegas just with my fingernails painted on a regular ladder. This is also a gift for you boys because I need you guys to have a ladder when you work. And this is the double helix Danish dish.
Look at this thing.
Look what we brought over here.
Wow.
Now, if you'll see here, lock that in.
It deserves its own close-up.
Now, you'll notice we got two ladders. This way we can split. We're going to go receptions and receiving yards, and we're going to eventually meet all the way down. A double ladder.
Like the double rainbow guy. A full-on double ladder, baby.
We're going to stay in that same game. We're going to go to the other side. We're going to go with running back Isaiah Pacheco receptions.
Okay.
Now, with McKinnon on IR.
Linebackers banged up for the Bills.
Edwards here, not a thing.
Yeah.
At all. He's basically going to be the sole back. He already averaged 3.5 targets a game. Now, that was with McKinnon on the roster. The Bills average, they give up about 6.5 targets a game. His reception total is 2.5 to start low.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? So now we climb up this angle. We're going to hop right up to 5.5 receptions. That's plus 436.
Oh.
Let's go.
Then we hop right up to 6.5 receptions, plus 861.
Yes.
And then we top off at 8 receptions, 7.5 at plus, as you can see right there, 1755.
Wow.
I'll take a better claw.
Now you're going to say that might be pretty lonely up there. And you got the bird perched up top. You're going to want to meet him. You're going to want to go find him. That's when we go over to the receiving yards. At 18.5 is where we start out to get your base. Yeah, get your photos ready for this. We go same pace, 58.5 plus 471, 68.5, 746, 78.5, 1755. We meet at the top, and God forbid Pacheco breaks one.
Well, they're correlated too. The receptions in the yard.
Absolutely. He runs like a madman, like a cartoon villain, like a Tasmanian devil. So he's going to get the yards. He's not going to run out of bounds. And God forbid he does break one screen. And let's just say, for the heck of it, he gets the 99 yards receiving. We're looking at plus 30, 35, 78. Are you kidding me? For not even 100 yards receiving, we can get 36 to 1 on Isaiah Pacheco.
That was a great reveal. Great work, CJ.
Thank you very much. And this ladder's for you boys here in Vegas. I'm sure this will survive through the test of times.
And let's pull the curtain back because CJ flying out to Vegas. We're on the same flight.
Yep.
And I found this thing online, but you had to assemble it, and then it was pretty big. So CJ's like, all right, I got to get a big suitcase now. So
I'm like John.
The entire trip has been CJ lugging around this big suitcase just because he has this ladder.
Because this unassembled it's 5 times the size of this. I'm like John Candy in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with that trunk. I'm just dragging it around the city. I can't fit into a cab. I can't fit into a plane. It's just been nothing but a hindrance. And then I put it together. This thing almost fell apart already. My bedroom was an absolute embarrassment. You should see it. It's just arts and crafts and panels. But I love it. I'm glad I got here. It worked out. Brought it to Fremont Street.
That is.
Meet me up top.
meet you at the top, and we got a pastry waiting for you.
Wasn't
So glad that.
Right,
So
and
glad
it also
worked.
doubles as a pastry day.
Yes,
You can
exactly.
enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Get some bagels, watch the game, and remind
I
yourself
wouldn't
of
go
your
with a
lettuce.
bagel. That might come crashing down. I'd stick with a croissant, something fluffy.
It's not a load-bearing pastry ladder.
Was it Birdcage? Was that the movie?
Yes. That was Birdcage. All right. One awesome segments by CJ Sullivan. Make sure you check out the Bottom Line Bombs podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.